We have an update to a 10 News alert on the plane that crashed on a St. Pete road. Candace Avilés is live at 18th Avenue South and 16th Street South in St. Pete. Candace?
Well, Allison, actually we're at 18th Avenue South and 14th Street South, so that's 2 blocks away initially. Now, take a look at that plane right there. You can see the first car it has run into right next to it, and a lot of damage done to the right side of that wing. Now, it also hit another vehicle, which we're told is further down the road. There are injuries, but to get the latest information, I want to bring in St. Petersburg Deputy Fire Marshal Steve Lawrence. Now, Steve, you've been here since the beginning. Tell me, when did this happen and what you know so far?
A little before 4 p.m. we had a call for emergency, or an aircraft doing an emergency landing. We responded out and got on scene, and we found the aircraft that you see behind us had crash landed on 18th Avenue South. The aircraft was coming from the west and heading east towards the Albert Whitted Airport, and the pilot did strike some power poles in the vehicles, as you saw, doing his landing.
Yeah, as I was walking to the scene, they are pulling some of those power cords out of the way to clean it up. Now, how do we think this happened? He's very close to that airport. It's very windy today. Is there anything you're able to anything you've learned so far as to what caused this accident?
Not at this time. We're just understanding that the pilot did have to do this emergency landing, and he chose this roadway because it was one of the more wider roadways in the area. Thankfully, he did try to do the landing in the road versus into somebody's home, or worst case, another property.
Talk to me about injuries. Where are the people being treated now? How many?
There was 5 people total on scene that were injured. 2 were in the aircraft that were confirmed. Both of those were taken to Bayfront Health and treated for their minor injuries. And then there was 1 other passenger from one of the vehicles that was struck that was taken to Bayfront Health also for minor injuries.
And last question, how long do you think it's going to be until this area is going to be cleaned up?
It's going to be quite some time. We're still waiting for FAA to get on scene to do their investigation, so the roadways will be closed down probably for another 3 to 4 hours, we're thinking, because FAA is not even on scene at this time.
Thank you so much for your time. I want to give you guys some perspective as to where this is. So if you pan the camera, look around here. There's homes right next to this main street. It looks like a church right there. Further out, about 100 feet behind my photographer, people obviously are gathering to see what has happened, but they're being told to stay back, obviously for safety reasons. There are a few power lines that are down. And again, you see those 2 vehicles. Do you see that part of the plane right there, though, that chunk right up front? Again, this is all very developing, but one thing is clear. It's going to be a while before this area is cleaned up and things get back to normal. And like Fire Marshal Steve Lawrence said, the FAA has been notified and they are investigating. As soon as we learn any more information, we'll send it back to you. Reporting live, Candace Avilés, back to you.
Thankfully, everybody is okay, and as soon as we do get new details, you'll get them as a 10 News alert to your phone.